rockers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having the best day ever. I am so excited to be filming this video, and I'm so genuinely happy because Britney Spears is pregnant. And now, the reason that I am so happy for this, I don't even feel like I need to explain. You know what I mean? Like, if you have been on the internet reading about, even if you've only, you know, been aware of the conservatorship within the past year, like, even if you know that much, to know that Britney Spears is where she's at now in her life, and to know that she is pregnant, and to know she's gotten through all this, above anything else, she is such a reminder that, like, the best is yet to come. And you know, all those horrible moments, you know, whenever you come out the other side. And, you know, as much as people are saying that, and I think that that is a really beautiful thing to say, and I know that she appreciates when people say that, like, you know, coming out the other side of things. It shouldn't have even been a case of, you know, she needed to get to the other side of things to, you know, experience the good side of life. Like, she literally had her, basically, teen childhood and 20s all stolen from her parents and the media. And to know that all this woman has wanted for the past, like, 13 years has been to spend time with her children and not really work. You know, not be doing Vegas residencies, not be doing tours, not be doing interviews, not be, you know, flying all around the world for the sake of promotional events, you know, not even getting to see the world. She's just wanted to spend time with her kids. So she has 2 boys now, and whenever she had those babies, now I'm going to get to her post talking about the pregnancy in a second, but when she had those babies, it was around the early, you know, 2000s. It was like 2004 and 5, I think, or 2005 and 6. She had her 2 kids with Kevin Federline. Now, when she was pregnant with those kids, the media were on her ass. They were stalking her, they were harassing her. There were videos of her just going to Starbucks, and there were hundreds of cars following her. There were hundreds of people banging on her doors. There were hundreds of people waiting outside her house for her every move. So what I do want to say is that I hope that this pregnancy is different. Britney Spears, if she had not had the conservatorship and had just gotten pregnant, I don't feel like there would be almost like this, you know, sense of like, what are the paparazzi going to do? What are the media going to do? Because the conspiracies of the conservatorship and the conservatorship itself have led so much media attention towards Britney Spears, and I would argue that she's almost more interesting to the media now than she's ever been. So I really hope that she has a safe, enjoyable pregnancy. So safe and protected, but enjoyable, because this woman has literally wanted to just spend time with her children. She's wanted to spend time with her boys, who, whenever everything went down, whenever she was not in a good place, and then custody was split, and she would have to work whenever she wanted to see her kids, and her hours with her kids were getting shorter because her dad was, you know, interfering and making sure that, you know, she was on stage for this amount of time, not spending it, and all she wanted was to hang out with her kids. And so the fact that she, you know, she raised her kids, but she never really got to raise her boys how she wanted to. So the fact that a year ago she was still in this conservatorship, people were calling it fake. They were saying that it was just fan theories. A year on, Britney is free. Britney is married. This is what this post says as well. She is, like, her fiance Sam, who I think is great, and I'm so happy for her. They met in 2016 on the music video set of her song Slumber Party, and, you know, she's engaged, married now, and she's having a baby. And you know what? It was her decision. It was her choice, and that's the important thing. Because she hasn't been able to have a baby. Sorry, I will get to her post now. I just, like, this topic makes me so, like, angry whenever I talk about the conservatorship. But this woman has not been able to have a baby for the 13 years of the conservatorship. And I'm not just saying, oh no, Britney, you're not allowed to have a baby. She was forced to have an IUD put inside of her. So she was literally forced not to have a baby. So she obviously got that removed after the conservatorship. And you know what? Our girl is pregnant, and I'm just so, like, I could cry at the thought of it, because this is exactly what she wanted. She had all of these years taken from her, and she's all of these years ahead of her now that she can do what she wants. And that's exactly what a human should be able to do. And I'm just really happy for her. So she posted today the, like, statement announcing it. But it's important to note that on her Instagram, she had posted this video on March 18th, and it was of a pregnant belly, as you can see, and it was like a baby poking out. And she said, "Mommy, get me out of here." So this is when she would have known that she was pregnant. And a lot of the comments are like, "Are we getting one more baby one more time? Girl, I thought you were pregnant. Do you have something to tell us?" I think she's hinting at something. Everyone's like, "The way I had a heart attack." No, whenever I saw this on her timeline, you know, a couple weeks ago, I thought that this was her stomach and that she had hid the pregnancy. And I was so shocked, as you can imagine. And then she had posted this on her Instagram like last week, where she's on a plane and she's holding like a small peach or something like that. And she had made some sort of comment about it being very small and like 16 weeks. And everyone was making comparisons, and that's the size of what like the baby would have been at that stage. So there were a lot of hints on her Instagram that she was pregnant, or that she was at least planning on having a baby, or like, you know, starting that process. And it has been something that she's talked about at length on her, sorry, I was just trying to find it here. There we go. So she had posted this picture, and it got people maybe thinking that she was hinting at a pregnancy as well. And she had said, "God is in the little things, yet the devil is in the details. Who do we think we're fooling?" Because I'm like, I had no idea, I don't know. So that was it, and a lot of the comments are people saying, "You always got me thinking like you were pregnant here." So today she had actually confirmed it. So I'm just so happy for her. So she posted this picture in true Britney form. It is literally just like an artist's photo that she like saw and re-uploaded. It's like a photographer's photo. And our girl credited the photographer. See, y'all, it's that easy, just crediting the photographer that she took it from. So she has said the following caption. So for a little bit of context, she just went on a trip to Hawaii with Sam and her amazing assistant, Vicky. She said, "I lost so much weight to go on my Maui trip, only to gain it back. I thought, geez, what happened to my stomach? My husband said," so again, we're only aware at this stage that her and Sam, by the way, let me pull up a picture if you don't know. Sam is gorgeous. Like, Sam is so sexy. Sam Asghari is what his name is. I think his actual name is Hassam. So this is him, so this is them together, so beautiful couple. So she has openly said that she's wanted to have a baby with him, especially when the conservatorship was going on. And she was getting more freedom back on social media. She said that all she wanted really was to have a baby with him. So she said, "Geez, I thought, what happened to my stomach? My husband said, no, you're food pregnant, silly." So again, she had said that she got engaged, but now people are thinking that maybe she went ahead and got married. And if she did, good for her. The media weren't in on it. So like, the more she can do without them on her ass. So I got a pregnancy test, and well, I'm having a baby. 4 days later, I got a little bit more food pregnant. It's growing. If 2 are in there, I might just lose it. So the possibility of having twins. Sorry, I don't mean to fangirl, but I just love Britney and have been rooting for her from the start. And do you remember I did a Free Britney video back whenever it was known as a conspiracy theory? It was back in like 2018, like I had filmed a Free Britney video and I got so much backlash for it because everyone was saying that I was being delusional. And I went to the Free Britney rally, the final one, in November 12th I think it was, or November 11th or something like that. And it was just, I love this woman. I think she has just a track record of being polite and nice and caring, and the fact that all of this was done to her and she's still known as all those things, like, that's a good woman, you know what I mean? 4 days later, I got a little bit more food pregnant. It's growing. If 2 are in there, I might just lose it. Please, please, please. Can 2 babies would be like, she had 2 before, you know, her 2 sons who are approaching like 18 now, which is like crazy, like they're like 16, whatever. To have like 2 more. Anyway, Annie is insane. I obviously won't be going out as much due to the paps getting their money shots of me, like they unfortunately already have. It's hard because when I was pregnant, I had perinatal depression. I have to say it is absolutely horrible. Women didn't talk about it back then. Some people considered it dangerous if a woman complains like that with a baby inside of her. But now women talk about it every day. Thank Jesus we don't have to keep that pain a reserved proper secret. One thing I will say as well is, whenever 2007 was happening in Britney Spears' life and she was under so much pressure and it was just piling up and so many things were just turning against her, The fact that this woman was showing clear signs of depression and anxiety back in 2007 and she was mocked for it, it was used against her, things like that would never happen now. So I'm so fucking devastated that that happened to her, you know, years and years ago. And I'm so grateful that she gets to go through a pregnancy again and be able to go through the unfortunate parts about it, like the anxiety and the depression, but know that it's not bad to talk about that. And know that it's not, you know, something you have to keep hush-hush, or it's not a failing kind of thing as a mother. It's exactly what you go through. And so it's ridiculous the world was ever at a place where it was bullying a woman for showing those kind of emotions, but the fact that she can, you know, feel comfortable enough to live with it now is very important. This time I'll be doing yoga every day, spreading lots of joy and love. Now my thing is, with the paparazzi, I really, you know, I don't want this woman to be excluded, but I really would, like, love her to do, you know, whenever Kylie Jenner was pregnant, and I mean both times she's been pregnant, she kind of stayed in the house a lot, or anytime she left, she was really, like, security would always have umbrellas or whatever, and no one really saw any pregnant pictures of Kylie Jenner. And now, if that was to happen to Britney, Britney will be updating us on Instagram, so it's not a problem. So I don't care if we don't get paparazzi photos of her, I would actually prefer it. So I really hope she goes down that route, without excluding herself, obviously. You know, she can still leave and just have, like, good security. I just would love to see the paparazzi not be able to get their way. They got their way with her last time. I would love to see them fail this time. Britney, congratulations. We're all rooting for you and we're all really happy for you. This is great news. And this, my mom, let me show you this actually. So I'm on a really weird sleeping schedule right now where I'm, like, basically living on, like, Los Angeles time. Like, it is currently, like, 1 a.m. and I'm filming this video and I just woke up an hour ago, and then I'll sleep through the entire day. Don't question it. But this was how I woke up today. So my mom knew I would be so excited about it, and I feel like my mom is also, like, rooting for Britney as well. My mom was always a Christina Aguilera girl whenever she was growing up. But, you know, after learning about the conservatorship, like, most of the general public, I feel like, you know, you just get a soft spot and you're rooting for them. But, so this was the text that I woke up to this morning. This was how I found out about it, from my mom, basically telling me that Britney was pregnant. And as you can imagine, I was, like, freaking the fuck out, because I just, like, this is honestly, like, Britney's one of the few people that I will, like, fangirl about, because I'm just rooting for her so deeply. I just feel like she deserves the world. So anyway, muckers, let me know your opinion on it. Congratulations, Britney and Sam. And yeah. Oh, finally a good video. You doing a happy one? I love it.